Hello everyone, let's begin the session. So first of all, let me tell you how we are going to proceed. All the topics, all the concepts that you will see in your examination, we will cover here in all the coming lectures. Let me give you the outline how we are going to proceed. So first of all, this is the syllabus that you must know. When we talk about syllabus, so it has two aspects. One is vocabulary. Nobody will write anything now until I ask you to write. Okay. One is vocabulary and the other is grammar. Right? When we talk about vocabulary, things come like antonyms, synonyms, one word substitutions, idiom and phrases. Okay, idioms and phrases. Right? These are the major topics. When it comes to grammar part, then it comes parts of a speech, and in parts of a speech we have several topics like noun, pronoun, adjectives, adverbs, preposition, conjunctions. Obviously, we have verb including subject verb agreement, that is also known as syntax. Right? Apart from this, we will also cover articles. These are the major chapters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Apart from this, one more we have, and that is tenses. Although it is not the part of parts of a speech. After this, we have narration and voice. Right? So these two chapters will also be covered. Although in 2024 examination of IB ACIO, we have not seen any question that is asked from these two chapters, these two topics. Later. So basically, this is what we are going to cover. But this is not what your exam will ask. Your exam will ask questions in this format. One is spot the error, sentence improvement, It also covers like phrase replacement, para-jumbles, para-jumbles, okay, and reading comprehension. Generally it is asked, but not in the recent examination, it was not there. Although I'll be talking about reading comprehension as well. We should do question based practice rather than basics. Saurabh, just wait and watch, because my objective is very clear. I just want to finish the syllabus as soon as possible, but in my syllabus, I'll keep only those points that you will see in your examination. I'll not teach anything extra. I'll not waste my time and energy, not yours also, right? So you can rely on this point. These are the basic chapters. From each chapter, we will be picking up only those points which are very crucial. Without them, you should not go in the examination. Okay? Yes, para-jumbles are asked every time. If this thing is done to you, please answer me. Write in the comment box, P1 clear. P1 clear? Okay. So before proceeding further, we have some okay. Before proceeding further, let me tell you, let's understand some terminologies. Some terminologies. Now, what does it mean by? Let me tell you. Shardul is saying, why English lecture again? Please focus here. So there are several terminologies. First is, you must know what is person. The other thing, you must know what is case, and few more things. So let's understand, what does it mean by person? Please answer me. According to you, what does it mean by a person? No, it's not a revision, Sanidhya. What is a person according to you? Please answer. Please answer. Have a pen and a paper, and whatever I'm asking you to write down, only then you write. Kaluva is saying it's a living being. Okay, anything else? See, everybody, what are we learning? We are learning a language, right? What we are learning? We are learning English. English is a language. What is the purpose of a language? Please answer me. What is the purpose of learning a language? Please tell. Communication, yes, to talk. So the purpose of language is only to talk. Whether you say it is communicate, the same thing is there. We will keep things as simple as we can, to express our thoughts, to communicate. Anyways, it is just to talk. Now, when we talk about person, please understand, if we were studying biology, so we would talk about, yes, it's a living being. But here, the person is simply meant by, let's say, to talk or to have a conversation. At least how many people are needed? Please answer, everybody. To have a proper conversation, at least how many people are needed? At least two, right? Who are they? One is the speaker, that means the one who speaks, and the other one, please tell me. Listener? No. No. The speaker is okay, but listener is not okay. The reason is very simple. Right now I'm talking to you. So you are definitely a listener, but it is quite possible that somebody is standing at the door and he is also listening what I'm saying, but I'm not talking to that person. So if you say listener, it is not exactly true. In fact, if you write it down, spoken to, then it is absolutely correct. So the one is speaker, the other is spoken to. And if a person talks to another one, then he must have something to talk about, right? He must have something to talk about. So the one who is spoken about, right? Speaker is called here first person. Spoken to is called here second person, and the one who is spoken about is called third person. Am I clear? Now, this third person is not necessarily be a living being. It could be anything, because we can talk about a living being or a non-living thing. If it is a living being, it would be a masculine gender or it can be a feminine gender. Am I clear? Please answer. Right? So, it could be anything. It could be a topic, it could be a policy, it could be a place, it could be a feeling that you have. Anything that we talk about is called third person. It's not necessarily that it should be a living being only, because we are learning a language, so everything we see will be from the perspective of language, not biology. Is this thing clear to everyone? If yes, then you will write P2 clear. P2 clear. Next thing. The other thing is case. First of all, let's understand what is meant by a case. Right? There are three cases. One is called subjective case. The other is called objective case. And the other is called possessive case. Okay, subjective, objective, and possessive. Now, please focus. Everybody, please answer me. What is the action here? This is the action, right? Who is the doer of the action? This person. Doer of the action. And who is the receiver of this action? Is Mohit. Am I clear? Okay. Just tell me one thing. If this action had not been performed, would we have talked about this situation? Would we have the situation to talk about if this action was not done? No, definitely no. We are not talking about this action because somebody did, because of Amit. We are talking about Amit and Mohit because of this action. Is it clear? So can we conclude we talk about people because of their action? Can we conclude this? If something happens, then only we talk about, right? There is landslide in Uttarakhand nowadays, so we are talking about landslide. Few days back, are you getting my point? Few days back, Supreme Court gave a verdict about stray dogs. So we started talking about the dogs. Before that, we were not talking about them, right? So when something happens or somebody does something, we have something to talk about and then only we talk. So we can conclude that because of verbs, because of actions, we get something to talk about. Now, action, doer of the action and receiver of the actions are layman language. Layman language, right? Now, the thing is, we are learning something. So one language is Hindi. The other language is English, right? Now, what happens? In Hindi, we say baat karne wala. Here we say speaker. Here we say jisse baat ki jaye, and here we say the one who is spoken to. Here we say jiske baare mein baat ki jaye, and here we say spoken about. Correct? Spoken about. The next thing. Here we say kaam ko karne wala, and here we say doer of the action. Here we say action, and here we say receiver of the action. That's it. Now the problem is we are learning a different language, that is grammar. So we have different set of words here. For example, Hindi में हम कहते हैं गति. Please understand. In English we say speed. But in physics, what do we say? Speed. What is called speed in physics? So speed in English, but here it is called velocity. Right? It is called velocity. That's it. So when you learn physics, you use specific terms that are in that context. In layman language, we say checking. In layman language, we say check. In commerce, we say audit. In biology, we say diagnosis. Are you getting my point? Context is the same, but the function is the same, the action is the same, but the field is changed, then we have a different set of words. That's it. Are you agree with my point? In law, we say inspection, right? That's it. We never go to a doctor and we say that, doctor, I'm feeling something awkward. I think my stomach gets to need an audit. No, we don't say this. A chartered accountant never say that these files have to be diagnosed, although the function is same. Next, we are learning English language, so we have different set of words. Speaker is known here as first person. Spoken to is known here as second person. Spoken about is known here as third person. The doer of the action is called verb. The doer of the action is called subject of verb. Receiver of the action is called object of verb. I hope it is clear to everybody. If yes, you will write P3 clear. So far we learned first, second, third person. We learned subject, object and possessive. Now let's come back to this point. Here the action was calling someone. There can be n number of possibilities. Let's say there is a different action. Drove. The action is drove. Who drove? Amit. Amit drove a car. Quite possible, but let's say Amit drove Mohit car. Is it correct to say Amit drove Mohit car? Is it correct to say? There is something missing. What it is? Mohit and car. So there is missing part. Missing part is Mohit's car, correct? So this basically apostrophe S is creating a connection between these two words, right? Okay. Now, if something is connected to subject or object, then we call it a possessive case. What do we call it? Possessive case. Now here you have to focus if it is a living being or a non-living thing. Living being or a non-living thing. If it is living being, then we use a word called relation. If it is a non-living thing, then we use this word owner, ownership or possession. Ownership or possession. For example, let's say if this calling thing is done, Amit called. Amit called. Amit called whom? Amit called Mohit brother, right? So it should be Mohit's brother. So here we have a living being and here we have a non-living thing. If it is a living being, the word will be used relation. If it is a non-living thing, the word will be used possession. If this thing is clear to you all, please write P4 clear. P4 clear. Akash, right now we are discussing some terminologies which are very important to proceed further. We are just talking about the basics of English grammar. Okay. So subjective case is nothing but doer of the action. Objective is nothing but the receiver of the action. In possessive, we can have two things. One, if it is a living being or a non-living thing. If it is a living being, then we use this R word. And if it is non-living, then we use P word. Everybody, I hope it is clear. Now, we'll begin with the chapter number 1. And the name of the chapter is Nouns. The very basic thing. Very basic thing. The chapter is Noun. Please write down, everybody. What is the name of the chapter? Please write it down. So can you please tell me what do you mean by a noun? According to you, what is a noun? According to you, what is a noun? Ashish is saying person, place or thing. Anything else? Anything else? Names. Very good. So basically, I'm going to show you something. Please tell me what it is. Can you tell me what it is? What's the name of this thing? This is lychee. No. First of all, tell me, is it a noun or something that you don't know is a noun? Is it a noun or this is just an object? Is it a noun or this is just an object? Object can be living objects, non-living objects. This is not a noun. The name of this thing is rambutan. Tell me, this thing was a noun or the name of this thing was a noun? What I wrote here, this word is a noun or this thing that I showed you is a noun? Tell me please. What I wrote here, the name, the word, this is a noun, not this thing. Correct? And what it is, this is the name of this thing. This is the name of this thing. One more thing, can you tell me what it is? Is it a noun? Is it a noun? Is it a noun? This is not a noun. Do you know the name of this thing? No. The name of this thing is Buddha's hands. Tell me, this word is a noun or this thing is a noun? This word is a noun or this thing is a noun? This word is a noun and this is the name of this thing, right? This is the name of this thing. So basically what we concluded from here, when you said noun is a person, place or thing, this is not correct. Noun is the name of what? Person, place or thing or anything that you can talk about, because anything that exists in this world, we gave it a name. If I make it more simple, if I make it even simpler, I would say in this way. In this way, in Hindi we say naam. Hindi में हम नाम कहते हैं. In English we say name, but in grammar we say a noun. That's it. So noun is nothing but a name of anything that exists in this world. Doesn't matter if you can see it or not. If you are clear till now, please write down P5 clear. P5 clear. Okay, so the second thing we will talk about is types of nouns. So there are several types like common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns. Common, proper and collective. Then we have material and abstract, but we will understand them one by one and you will be amazed to see how beautifully these things can be explained. One is called common noun, but if I say student, with this word you are getting exact information or you are getting some generic information with this word student. Please answer. You are getting some generic information. If I say an actor, so you are getting some generic information. But if I write any of your names, let's say Rishabh or Kavya, Swetha, so this becomes specific. Actor, common. But if I say Hrithik Roshan, it becomes specific, isn't it? Now, because it is giving you generic information, it is a name of something and common name. It's called common nouns. Okay? This is called common nouns. Now, this is called proper nouns because these words are giving you exact information. Sometimes what happens that these common nouns are in group, right? Let's say these are in groups. Student, a group of students. Teacher, a group of teachers. Let's say students, I can write your names. In teacher's name, I can write my name or any other teacher name. I have not introduced myself to you, right? No worries, we will have it in between. Singer, a group of singer, we can say Arijit Singh, we can say n number of singers are there. Musician, a group of musicians, so it would be proper A.R. Rahman, isn't it? Now, the problem is, although they are in group, but we will not say group of students, we will not say group of teachers, we will not say group of singers. We would say something else. We would use a different words. If it is a group of students, we would say it's a class. Group of teachers will be called faculty. Okay. Group of singers is called CHOIR, choir. Group of musicians is called band. Group of soldiers is called army. Group of thieves is called gang. Group of players is called a team. Group of judges is called a jury. Is it clear? Now the problem is, one question, you should have one question that said why? If we can simply say group of students, group of teachers and so on, then why are we using a different term that makes things difficult to understand, difficult to learn? Do you have this question? Please answer. Anushri, Prathamesh, you must have this question. If you don't, then it's okay, but I'm just telling you the answer. What do we prefer to say? What do we prefer to say? X into X into X or X cube? What do we prefer to say? X cube or X into X into X? So when we can use one word to explain the entire thing, why to use 4 words? That's the reason. That's it. That one word represents everything. That's why we have students class, teachers faculty, right? That's the reason. So as of now, I discussed there are nouns like common, proper, collective. Then we'll talk about abstract and material. We'll talk about it now. First of all, understand the points that you should write down now. Okay, I'm making you. Shall I tell you the art of making notes? How you should make notes? Please answer me. Please comment. Okay. So you will write down only when I ask you to write. So first of all, these are your handwritten notes. You will be writing just like as I am doing. First thing, we started with person. How many persons are there? First, second, third. First is S, means a speaker. Second is a spoken to. Third is a spoken about. The next thing we talked about was cases, right? Cases. So cases are subjective case, objective case, and possessive case, right? Subjective case is nothing but doer of the action. Objective is a receiver of the action. And in possessive case, if it is a living being, we use this word relation. If it is non-living thing, we use this word possession. That's it. These are your notes. Okay, so later when you watch this class again, you have to write them down. Then we started with a chapter called noun. First we discussed what is a noun. Nothing, it's just a naming word. Naming word of what? Of anything that we can talk about. Then we talked about types. Then we talked about its types. So in types, we have common, proper, collective, abstract, and material, right? Common noun is a common naming word. But the thing that you should write down is common nouns can be used in both singular and plural form. The proper noun always starts with the capital letter. The first letter of this word always be a capital letter. Am I clear? Collective nouns can be used in both singular and plural form. They are used in singular form when they function as a unit, and they are used in plural form when they are functioning as a division. Okay. Now let us discuss what is abstract and material. We human beings, we have some emotions, we have some feelings, but before discussing it, let's understand the meaning of this word abstract. Okay. So every word, in fact, almost every word may have two contexts. One is called physical, as in you can see it, you can touch it. For example, there is a word called H-U-R-T, hurt. If you get hurt on your body part, your hands, legs, head, you can see this, you can touch it. Yes or no? This is physical. But if somebody says something to you that hurts you, right? That hurts you. दिल पे चोट लगती है जब हम बोलते हैं ना, somebody said something wrong to us, derogatory words they used, right? They belittled us. So this thing, this hurt, you cannot see, you cannot touch, you can only feel. Yes or no? Yes or no? So we are talking about abstract form. So when we talk about abstract forms, because we are human beings and we have some emotions, we have feelings. So names of emotions and feelings are called abstract nouns. And apart from this, names of qualities, because we have certain qualities as well, and state. So when we talk about a state, it is not Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh or Bihar. State is the state of mind. Okay. You have, feeling of happiness. Can you touch happiness? Can you touch happiness? No. You like someone. You hate someone. You cannot touch them. Somebody is courageous, so he has the feeling of courage or bravery or honesty. You cannot touch these things. You can only feel it. Somebody is in depression. You cannot touch them. You cannot touch depression. You cannot touch childhood. You can touch a child, but not a childhood. Correct? These are called, I hope you guys are clear with this. Just have a look and write down P7 clear if yes. Clear? That's it. After this, we have material noun. It's very simple. In science, we know material are anything that is in the form of solid, liquid or gas. So a material noun refers the name of any tangible substance. For example, cotton dresses, material noun. Gold ring, material noun. Plastic is made up of many molecules of ethylene, material noun. Steel is a material noun and fiber is a material noun. Water, milk is a material noun. If this point is clear, write down P8 clear. Now, the point that you should write down, which are very important to keep here, and they are: abstract nouns are names of emotions, feelings, qualities, and states. Material things are anything in solid, liquid, or gas. Now, the point that has to be in your mind all the time is you cannot count them. Emotions cannot be counted. Qualities cannot be counted. So that's why we call them uncountable nouns. And these nouns are countable. That's why they are singular or plural. They are called countable nouns. Okay. If this thing is clear, write down P9 clear. Everyone. Any issues as of now? If yes, you can ask. And if you guys are clear with this, let's check it. So here, you will find out the first person, second person, third person. Subjective case, objective case, possessive case. Yes, Kalua, we will talk about exam questions as well. Right now, we are working on basics. Start, identify subjective case, objective case, and possessive case. First person, second person, third person. Please hurry up. See here. Although she helped me, here the first person is I, because I am speaking. She is the third person, and this is an objective case. Doer of the action is in subjective case. The credit was taken by them, third person, objective case, right? For their work, possessive case. Correct? It was I who told, so the doer of the action is called subjective case, him that the idea was originally ours. Subjective case, sorry, objective case here, sorry, it is ours, possessive case, ours. Neither we, subjective case, nor they, subjective case, wanted her, objective case, to share her opinion. It is talking about opinion, so here it is possessive case. The teacher blamed verb, doer of the action. This is doer of the action, subjective case. We knew, verb, subjective case. The mistake was theirs, possessive case. Correct? So you should have this type of understanding, then only it will be helpful. Verb, doer of the actions are he and I, subjective case. But decision finally went in favor of him, possessive case. That's it. Chalo, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now let's identify types of nouns: common, proper, collective, abstract, or material. All five types of nouns. Please identify. Write down. You can write in short also, Sia, like John PN. PN means proper noun. Done? Okay. Dog, common. Garden, common. John, proper noun. Museum, common noun. Ancient artifacts can be common noun. Team is collective noun. Flock is collective noun. Victory is abstract, right? Formation is abstract. Love is abstract. Foundation is abstract. Relationship is abstract. You cannot touch it. Freedom is abstract, right? And Paris is proper noun. I hope nobody has any problem as of now. Yes, this PDF as it is, it will be shared with you all. Okay. Now, let's talk about the most important aspect from where mostly questions are asked. If I say boy, I should say play or plays. Please tell. Boy, play or plays. What it should be? Correct. If it is boy, it should be not play, plays. But if it is boys, should it be play or plays? Then it should be boys play, correct? So we understood from here that if it is noun plus s or es, it is plural. And if you add s or es after a verb, it becomes singular. It becomes singular. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? Now, based on this thing only, please answer me. See, advice is uncountable. We cannot say one advice or two advice. So that's why we use something to make it. Now, we need an advice is wrong. We should say we need a piece of advice. A piece of advice. A scenery is wrong because scenery is uncountable. So rule number one here is some nouns are always singular. Example, these words: furniture, information, machinery, poetry, scenery, alphabet, expenditure, etc. Just have a look. If it is clear, write down P11 clear. Rule number one is some nouns are always singular. That means a singular verb is used. A singular verb is used. Please check. Clear? Next. Check and tell me whether they are correct or incorrect. These two sentences are correct or incorrect. Okay. Convex spectacles is. So see this. Spectacles, although it is one, but it is always plural. Is wrong. It should be are. His belongings. It should not be was. It should be were. Rule number two is some nouns are always plural. Some nouns are plural. That means a plural verb will be used. So what these words are? These words are trousers, arms, drawers, assets, scales, statistics, arrears, annals, riches, and all. All these are plural. You cannot make them singular by omitting s or es. If this point is clear, you will write P12 clear. Write down P12 clear. Everybody please write down P12 clear. Next. Read and tell me. What does it mean by? Had will be replaced by has. Okay. Anything else? See this. Dr. Bose said that the child had measles. Okay, he had measles. Which represents measles, and it should not be were, it should be was, because measles seem plural but it is actually singular. Then physics, not deal, it should be deals. Gulliver's Travels, not are, should be is. Rule number 3 is, you all will write down like this only. Some nouns look plural but are singular. They look plural but they are actually singular. That's why a singular verb is used. Am I clear? That's why a singular verb is used. Clear? Yes or no? These words are politics, mathematics, mums, innings, ethics, series, gymnastics, athletics, news, etc. If this thing is clear, write down P13 clear. Write down P13 clear. Okay. Next, read and tell me whether these statements are correct or incorrect. They are correct or incorrect? Okay. So the cattle not is, it should be are. The police not is should be are. Is it worth spending time trying to help people? This who talks about people, that's why it should not be does not, it should be who don't. So the next concept here is, some nouns they look singular but they are actually plural. They look singular but they are actually plural, and that is why a plural verb is used. If it is clear, write down P14 clear. So what type of words are there apart from those words? Public, cattle, people, folk, mankind, poultry, sheep, police, majority, peasantry, gentry, etc. These words look singular but they are actually plural. I hope it is clear. So this is what you are supposed to do. Next, read and tell me whether all are correct or incorrect. Tell me. See this. A deer is absolutely correct, but deer are is also correct. If you say deers are, then it is wrong. This is my favorite, is my favorite series, it is correct. There are many TV series, correct. The logic was there are several nouns. Logic is some nouns remain same. That means in singular or plural they will be unchanged. Deer, deer, singular, plural both. Okay. Sheep, sheep. Even if it is one sheep, 10 sheep, not 10 sheeps. ध्यान रखिएगा. I hope it is clear. For example, there are several more words like deer, sheep, apparatus, species, series, 100, dozen, hair, offspring, fish, etc. In singular or plural, they will remain the same. If this point is clear, write down P16 clear. P16 clear. Okay. Next. All these sentences are correct or incorrect? Read and tell. Okay, let's see. Before making a decision, I always consider the advice, or should it be advices? Advice or advices. The soldier stood at attention with their arm, or should it be arms? Right? The serene lake waters is correct. His artistic works or his artistic work. So next rule, there are some nouns. There are some nouns. If you add s or es after them, they don't get plural. They don't become plural. The meaning gets changed. Meaning changes. Am I clear? Meaning changes. Right? Yes. Advice means a suggestion. Then it should not be made plural. But when I say advices, it is not the plural of the word advice. It has a different meaning. Let's understand. Advices means counsel. So one means counsel, that means counseling, that means a suggestion. Suggestion. But when you say advices, it means a notice, that means financial transactions. Notice of financial transactions. Arm means limb, this body part. But when you say arms, it means weapons. Wood means material, that means wood, lakdi. Woods means forest. Blind means without vision. Blinds means window screen. Fruit means that natural fruits, mango, bananas, etc. Fruits means gains or results. Water means material. Waters means stretch of water. Work means labor, and works means factory, etc. Just have a look on all these words and tell me if it is clear. Write down P18 clear. That is okay, Harman. Write down P18 clear. Water means pani. Waters means stretch of water or water bodies. Then we have several more nouns. You have to go through them as well. Next, read and write P19 clear if it is clear. P19 clear. Everybody, color means blue, black, white, gray, purple, but colors means flag. It's very important. Clear? Okay, so we have covered almost all the parts. Let's start practicing. Write down question number 30, question number 1 to 20. Everybody, write down question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write down on a page and start working as I'm telling you. We will do some moderate level questions. Then we will talk about some questions that are asked in the paper. Done? Yes or no? Please tell me yes or no. Okay, let's see. Answer. Which part has the error? A, B, C, D. There was a bunch of parrots. A, B, C, D. So the error is here. A parrot. The group of parrot is not called bunch, it is called pandemonium. Pandemonium. Group of parrots is called pandemonium, not bunch. So you must have this thing. Sir, if it is the case, then we should know, or we should have a list of some most important collective nouns. Yes or no? Yes or no? So here I'm providing you that list of some most important collective nouns that you should have in your mind all the time. Now, group of bees is called swarm. We are talking about animals. Group of fish, shoal or school. Group of sheep, herd. Group of ships, fleet. Group of birds, flock. Group of lions is called pride. Group of wolves is called pack. Ants is called colony. Then we have group of soldiers is called army. Musicians is called band. Warriors is called troop. Group of directors is called board. Sailors, crew. Singers, choir. Dancers, group. Troop is also one word that we use. Thieves, pack, and so on. So I'm giving you this list. You have to go through it. You have to read it. You have to learn them. Okay. Okay, next question. Next question. Hurry up. Hurry up. Then we will have a rapid fire also. Rapid fire. The jewelries. It should not be jewelries because it is uncountable. So it should be jewelry. Right? It should be jewelry, not jewelries. Jewelries is a wrong word because it is uncountable. No news is a good news. Answer. So there is no error. No news is a good news. My spectacles are lying on the table. You have to write down question number as well. Question number as well. Sanjay. Question number. So there is no such word spectacle. If you say spectacle, it means a sight or a scene. And right now we are not talking about scene, we are talking about spectacles. Okay. A part has the error. Now let's have a rapid fire of 15 questions. I'll be showing you 15 questions back to back. You will answer them. I'll be giving you 20 seconds to solve, and later we will check what is the right answer. Okay. Not from this one. This is done. Please answer what should be the right answer for this one. In spite of the doctor's stern warning, Latika continued taking sugars in her milk. What it should be? Right. Should not be sugars because it is uncountable. It should be sugar. So you okay with the rapid fire round? Please answer. Okay with the rapid fire? Okay. Write down question number on your notebooks. 36, 7, 4, and then till 50, and let's see how many are correct or incorrect. Don't worry whether they are incorrect, because the concern is not to check your knowledge. The concern is to check how much you have learned so far. Okay, let's start. Good, very good. Rishabh. Please write down question number as well, everybody. Question number. Try read the statements as fast as you can. Okay, let's discuss. Check how many how many statements are correct. Professor Amartya Sen is an alumnus. Please focus. There are some nouns in singular and plural that are different from the regular ones. For example, if you say, let's say there is one word, datum. Datum is singular and data is plural, right? Radius is singular, radii is plural. Locus, loci, focus, foci, and so on. That means this is also one of those words. Alumnus is correct. If you write alumni, that will be wrong because alumnus is singular and alumni will be plural. So right answer here will be no error, D. D is correct. Some nouns are different. Bacterium, plural is bacteria. Okay. Next, my two daughter-in-laws is incorrect. It should be two. It is given two. So it should be daughters-in-law. Right answer would be A option. Next, it is very difficult to chase a huge score in the second inning is a wrong word. The correct word is always innings, not inning. Right answer is C. Then we have Wordsworth wrote poetries. Saying is wrong. Either you say poems or you say poetry. Then it is correct. Right answer is B. Israel has made a large investment in research which has resulted in much progresses. You cannot say progresses. You can only say progress. Right answer is C. They bought a pen, an ink pot, a pencil, and a soap from store. So always remember, soap is uncountable. You should say a piece of soap. You cannot say a soap. The same way you cannot say 4 breads. It should be 4 slices of breads. The tablesword saying is wrong because we use apostrophe S for living being. We use of for non-living thing. Am I clear? Non-living thing we use of. So it should be the wood of the table. Wood of the table. A part is wrong. He says that he has given you 20 rupees note. So it should not be rupees. It should be 20 rupee note. All the boy students, not boys students, boy student. You shall get all the information saying is wrong because it is uncountable. So it should be all the information. The same board is used for chess as well as draughts. It is absolutely correct. There is no error. Fourth is the right answer. The reason being there are several words that has as, but they are. Draughts is actually a game. Draughts is a game, right? The company has ordered some new equipments is wrong because it is uncountable. So it should be some new equipment. That's it. I feel that circumstances here. Now, circumstances is a correct word. That's why it should not be is, it should be are. Circumstances here are quite bad. He acted not as per my advice, but somebody else's. What it should be? Somebody else's. Am I clear? The shopkeeper said that the fault was the manufacturer's responsibility. C. Unfortunately, hunters kill many deer, not deers. Right answer is C. Two summons. So summons saying is incorrect because it is two. So it should be two summonses. Two summonses. If it is one, then summon. Sneha has read pages after pages saying is wrong. Always remember, if it is a preposition that has a noun before it and after it, always remember it should be only singular. Only singular. Okay. So it should not be pages after pages, should be page after page. What do we say? Door to door or doors to doors? What do we say? Door to door or doors to doors? Please answer. Next. All the evidences were against him and he was held guilty. So all the evidence, all the evidences. All the evidence or all the evidences? This can be correct. Next. The shepherd has a flock of sheep. Sheeps is a wrong word. Right answer is second option. He likes the sceneries. It's wrong. He likes the scenery. All the girl students. All the girl students. Okay, we did till 55 only, I guess, right? Till 55 only? Right. So, till here we did started from that. The 20 questions, out of these, how many are correct? How many are wrong? Please answer. Everybody. How many were correct or incorrect? Everybody, tell your score. Okay. But tell me, are you feeling a little more confident? This is what we expect from a teacher. Good style of teaching. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Far more better than previous classes. Okay, so explain apostrophe things. Okay, so we use apostrophe S to show relation between two nouns, right? If I say my name is Aman, if I talk about my car, so I would say Aman's car. Okay. Now, if I say car's doors, then saying this is wrong because Aman is a living being and car is not a living being. So when it comes to non-living thing, we use of. Then it should be doors of the car. Doors of the car. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay, so let's proceed to the next chapter. The noun is done. All the points that are important from the exam's perspective we have discussed. Let's talk about something else now. It's another chapter. But before that, I have created a WhatsApp community Tell me if you want to be the part of that, everybody. Do we, shall we have a break right now for some time, for some minutes? Okay, so if you want to be the part of that, then your name, your qualification, your place, and batch. These 4 things, send me on WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp number I'm sharing with you. In fact, if you have any other concern, then also you can ask me there. Okay, write down, and please don't miss any of this, because that helps me to know which student should join which group. This is for IBACIO. Write down your name, qualification, place, and batch. The number is 9045 191991. Okay, 9045 191991. Great. Let's have a break then. We'll discuss further. Or do you need a break? Yes or no? Tell me, is there any error? Is there any error in this statement? Amom, it's for a WhatsApp community if you want to join that group. So write down your name, qualification, batch, and the place where you belong to. The current place where you are right now. Okay. I visited, it says Ram and Sita's house, and found the couple missing. Couple means they must be living in the same house. Now the problem is, it may have several meanings. For example, if I say Rahul and Priyanka's house. Okay, let me tell you this way. If I say Ram and Priyanka's house, please tell me what it is meant by. If I say Rahul and Priyanka's house, it means they both have the same house, right? If I say Rahul's and Priyanka's house, it means they both own one house. A house of Rahul and the other house is of Priyanka. But if I say Rahul's and Priyanka's houses, that means they both own multiple houses. Did you get this clarity from these 3 situations? Did you get the 3 context? Please answer. They both have same house, singular verb. They have one house, right? But different. They have multiple houses. Rahul has 3-4 houses, he has 3-4 houses, she has 3-4 houses. That's it. So here we were talking about one single house. That means it should not be Ram's and Sita's. It should be only Ram and Sita's house. That's it. Great. So let's start with another topic, that is pronouns. The next chapter is pronoun. Okay. Because it's a crash course, so the speed will be a bit fast. Do you need a break? Few people are saying yes, few are saying no. Okay, let's have 5 or 10 minutes of break. Let's have a 10-minute break. We'll continue then. Okay. Please tell. Okay, the next topic is pronouns. See, I have written this word in this way deliberately. Nouns, pro. Okay. Is everybody here? Please answer. So first thing, how we are going to cover up this chapter? We will understand what it is. Then we will talk about its types. Along with the types, we will talk about its function, that how questions are asked from this chapter. Okay. So let's make it a bit interesting. It's getting a bit monotonous. Let's make it a bit interesting. So first of all, tell me, do you have a friend or a best friend? Everybody? What's the name? What's the name? Preeti. Mahalakshmi. Lasya. Okay. I'm sure we all have one such friend who is, the bestest friend of yours, who knows all your secrets, the dark side of yours. But for your parents, he is the one person who is ruining your life. Is it true? He or she. According to your parents, you just stop wandering with him or her. You leave his friendship or her friendship. Otherwise, your life will be finished. Isn't it? So, let's say that person comes to your home. Will you introduce him or her to your parents? Yes or no? If yes, will that introduction be in this way? This is my friend Rohit. Rohit studies in my class. Rohit's father is a major in the army. Rohit's mother is a housewife. Rohit wants to be a doctor. Rohit's brother gifted an iPhone to Rohit. Do we speak in this way? Do we repeat Rohit's name in so many ways? Yes or no? We don't say this. Instead, we say he studies his father, right? Yes or no? Rohit's mother, matlab his mother, he wants his brother, correct? And gifted a phone to him, correct? So what did we see? There was a word written that was a noun. We removed that word was not needed, and we used another word. So that this is nothing but a pronoun. So basically pronoun is a word that is replacement of a noun. What it is? It is just a replacement of a noun. That's it. And noun is nothing but a name. That's it. So the main concern is, why do we need a word which is a replacement of a noun? This is the main concern. Please say yes or no. What's the reason behind that? Anybody? Anybody? What's the reason? Reason is very simple. If we speak in this way, it becomes very, awkward. If I use Rohit's word again and again, it becomes very awkward. So we have something, we have a particular format of speaking or writing. That's it. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes. If yes, then write P1 clear. P1 clear. Okay. So there are several types, and we will begin with this. All these words are pronouns. All these words are pronouns. One by one, we will understand them all. The first one is called personal pronouns. This is called personal pronoun. First, we will understand it, then further things. So when I talk about personal pronouns, what does it mean by If I say personal, it means related to person. Related to person. Personal pronoun means related to person. And how many persons? Those three persons, first, second, and third. Speaker, spoken to, spoken about. So here is a list. Just have a look on this and please tell me if it is clear to you all. Okay. Now, I'll be showing you some sentences. You have to tell me whether they are correct or incorrect. Please answer whether it is correct or incorrect. Correct or incorrect? Please answer. Both are correct, both are correct, both are correct. Okay. Let me tell you. This is incorrect. It should not be I earn more than him. It should be I earn more than he. It should be I earn more than he. It should not be he is taller than me. It is he is taller than I. Actually, the right answer is he is taller than I am, but the repetition of verb is not needed. It is understood, so we will not use it. The same thing is here. It should be he earns, but the repetition of verb is not needed, so we will keep it till this. So I earn more than he is correct. He is taller than I is correct. Okay, you must be, surprised to see this. Am I clear? You must be having a very different feeling right now. It is surprising, correct? Let's understand. When it comes to make comparison, in case of comparison, let me make you understand this. If I say, how many of you have been to Bangalore? I have lived in Bangalore for 6-7 years. Okay. If I say the weather of Bangalore is better than Delhi. Is it correct or incorrect? The weather of Bangalore is better than Delhi. Is it correct or not? Let's see. What are we comparing here? Are we comparing Bangalore with Delhi, or are we comparing one thing of a city with the other thing of the city? So we are talking about weather, right? It should not be then Delhi, then it should be the weather of Delhi, correct? Now please focus, because we avoid the repetition of nouns, so this weather will not be used, right? And then we will use this word that. That, correct? That of Delhi. This is now correct. So what we observed here, we were talking about something which was in possessive case. So when it comes to make a comparison, both the cases must be equal. Both the cases must be parallel. Okay, both the cases must be parallel. That means subjective, subjective, objective, objective, and possessive, possessive. The reason was very simple. That is why it was correct. Subjective, subjective. So I was comparing subjective case. It should not be compared with objective. It should be with subjective. That means it should be he. Am I clear? He is taller than me is wrong because it is subjective. So it should not be me. It should be I. The presents are for you and for me. It is correct. There is no issue with that. I love you. Now these two sentences have a different connotation. They have different context. Let me tell you why. I love you more than she or more than her. Please answer. More than she or more than her. This I, let's just assume this you is you. Just keep it yourself. I is your father and this she or her is your mother. Then consider it. What does it mean by? Your father says to you that he loves you more than she or more than her. Please answer. Correct or incorrect? Let me tell you. They both are correct because they both convey different meaning. Here the comparison is between he is the doer and you are the receiver. Object, subject. That means I love you, she also loves you, but I love more. She loves 49% and I love you 51%. You can make it 60-40 as well. I love you more than she does. So here the comparison is between I, that means father and mother. Am I clear? The comparison is between father and mother. The second scenario says, I love you, that means you are the receiver, that means you are the objective case, and I love your mother also. This is also objective case, and this is subjective case. But I love you more than I love her. So I love you 60% and I love her 40%. So here the comparison is between you and your mother. Am I clear? Am I clear? Very good, Amisha. If yes, then please write down P3 clear. So it totally depends what you are trying to convey. It totally depends on what you are trying to convey. Am I clear? Great. So rule number one is comparison should always be made between two equal cases. Okay. All the three sentences correct or incorrect? Amisha, where are you from? Mudra, where are you from? Telangana. Is there anybody from Delhi NCR? Let's see. Between you and I or between you and me? Not I. She went to the party with he or with him? Correct? For John and me, not I. Correct? Clear? Yes or no? That's it. So the second rule is, see, the first rule is in case of comparison, it should be SSOOPP. Second rule, with a preposition, only objective case is used. After a preposition, only objective case is used. That's it. Let you and I do it, or let you and me do it. You and I or you and me. Should be you and me. Great. Next, all the four statements are correct or incorrect. You will be amazed to see that how many things you have been using incorrectly since your school life. Third correct. Which is incorrect, Mudra? One, two, four correct. Let me tell you, all are incorrect. See, here it is written first person, second person, and third person. Here it is written first person, second person, third person. Here it is written second person. Let's see first. Let's just see the correct version. It should not be I, you, and he. It should be you, he, and I. That means if you write 1, 2, 3, it is wrong. The correct sequence should be 2, 3, and 1. I, you, and she is incorrect. It should be you, she, and I. That means 2, 3, 1 is correct. Am I clear? Let's see here. 2, 3, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. So this is definitely incorrect. It should not be 3, 2, and 1. So it should be what? Let me tell you the right answer. It should be I, you, and she. This is correct here. It should be 1, 2, and 3. Here, 2, 3, 1 is correct or incorrect? Please answer. Shweta is saying my voice is not audible. Is it the case? So this 2, 3, 1 is incorrect. The right answer for this statement will be I, you, and he. The right answer will be 1, 2, and 3. Now, how many of you are getting irritated with these type of things? What is happening there? At one place 1, 2, 3 is wrong, 2, 3, 1 is correct, and the other place 1, 2, 3 is correct and 2, 3, 1 is wrong. That irritation, can you feel that irritation? Annoyance, this is called perturbation. The word is disturbance or perturbation. Let me tell you, the logic is very simple. We are not just learning the language, we are learning how the language is used, the context behind that. Right? It's not confusing, it's very simple. So the rule is, whenever there are 3 persons in the same sentence, what did I say? If there are 3 persons, all the 3 persons, first, second, and third, in the same statement, in that situation, you have to check whether the sentence is in positive context or is it in negative context. If it is in positive, then we use the sequence 2, 3, and 1. If it is negative, then we use it 1, 2, and 3. And the reason behind it, I'm telling you. Let's say if I tell you, you know what, I, you, and they were praised yesterday for our achievements. So this way or the other way, you know what, you, they, and I were praised yesterday for our achievements. In which statement you felt a bit arrogance? The first one or the second one? So if in a positive case you keep yourself first, it sounds a bit arrogance, right? That haughtiness, that feeling of that arrogance is felt. Now, if I say let's say some mistake is there, some loss happened. Who's responsible? Who's responsible for this loss? And if I'm talking to you, who's responsible? And if you say, who's what? You are responsible. She was there. I was also there, but I came late. You, she, and I are responsible for the loss. This is one way of saying thing. The another way, if I say, who is responsible for the loss? I, you, and she. We all are responsible. In which statement you are feeling that I'm taking account, I'm taking that responsibility, I'm being accountable, right? So if in a wrong sense, if in a negative sense, you keep others first, it makes you feel that you are trying to escape from the situation. You're not being responsible. Do you understand this? So I have told you the practical, logical concept behind these rules. Have you ever wondered, we have been using these words correctly or incorrectly? I don't think so. You must have you must have thought in this way so far. Please answer. I'm damn sure nobody would have think in this way, that these little things matter a lot. Please answer. Ashirwad, Amisha, Shweta, Shantanu, Rishav. So I'm telling you the practicalities, I'm telling you how things work. And the right answer is here. So always remember, just read it and write P7 clear if it is clear. You, him, and I were praised. No. I, you, and he were praised. No, it should be 2, 3, 1. That means you, he, and I. So this is wrong, this is wrong. You, he, and I. And use 1, 2, 3 if this is the case. Okay? I just told you the right answers. Next, tell me whether it is correct or incorrect. For vocabulary purpose, I have created many reels in which I have discussed confusing words. Confusing words like one word is adapt, the other word is adopt, and the other word is adept. Do you have confusion in all these words? One word is stationary with ERY, the other word is stationary with ARY. One is violation, the other word is volition. One word is violation, the other word is volition. One word is affect with A and the other is effect with E. Do you have confusion in such words? If yes, so I have made reels on these words, vocabulary. So you can find out on Instagram. This is the Instagram page. Anyways, one must. We are talking about one. If it was he, then this his would have been correct. If it were she, then here it would have been her. If it were they, then it would have been there. But the problem is the subject here is one, and accordingly we will use not his, once. Right? Once. So this is the logic. Once is used for possessive case for one. If this point is clear, write down P8 clear. everyone. P8 clear? Next. Okay, all these statements are correct or incorrect? Wait. So next topic is basically, here comes the next topic. Understand first. You must have seen some words that ends with self or selves. Like yourself, myself, ourselves, themselves, herself, correct? So these words perform functions in two ways. One, these words are called reflexive pronouns. What do we call them? Reflexive. Now, what does it mean by? Let me tell you. If I say Sushant, first of all, you tell me what is the meaning of the word reflect. What is the meaning of the word reflect? Correct. I'm sure you must have done the same thing with the piece of glass, right? Sunlight comes and you would have, spotted it on people's face, correct? This is called reflection, right? We all have done some of the things. I'm damn sure you all have done some of the things. Like, have you ever tried this one, this thing? Have you ever tried this? Like, opening the door of the fridge and checking when the light gets off. Have you tried it? Yes or no? Everybody. Have you tried this thing? This balancing the electricity switch to keep it in middle, that whether the fan will be turned off or it will be on. Yes or no? Everybody has done it. Everybody. Right. And one more thing, which is very amusing. Do you have a cooler in your home? Air cooler. If you have a cooler in your home, you must have tried this one. Turning on the cooler, standing just next to the cooler, and you are like, have you tried it? How many of you have done this one last thing? Just to check how the sound gets vibrated. Yes. So basically the reflection thing is, if I say Sushant killed, if I say Sushant killed a rat, please tell me subject and the object here. So here it is the subject, this is the verb, and this is the object because it is receiving the action, right? So if I say Sushant killed himself. Sushant killed himself. Can you please check? The doer of the action and the receiver of the action is the same. So this himself word is reflecting the action performed by the doer. This is the function. So whenever there is a situation where the doer and the receiver of the action is the same one, we use these words. That's it. Now, it has only two usage. Reflexive verbs, sorry, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, not the verbs, are used when the subject of the verb is also the receiver of the action. That's it. So, there are only two contexts. One, where an RP will be used, and the other, where an RP should not be used. Let's see how. All these sentences are correct or incorrect? All these sentences are correct or incorrect? Correct or incorrect? Please answer. See this. You should keep, this word is not needed here. This yourself word is not needed here. He has qualified. This himself is not needed here. He has qualified. That's it. He hid himself is not needed. He just hid. Okay. So, with these verbs, an RP should not be used. Just read. Sorry. These words. With these verbs, RP is not used. What these words are? These words are these verbs. Keep, stop, turn, qualify, bathe, move, rest, hide, etc. The reflexive pronoun should not be used with these verbs. If this point is clear, write down P10 clear. Write down P10 clear. P10 clear? That's it. Now, with these verbs, a reflexive pronoun should be used. I'm telling you the reason. If I say, Amit introduced to the manager. Amit introduced to the manager. Is this a statement correct, or this has some ambiguity? Is it clear in the meaning? It is conveying the correct meaning, or it has some ambiguity? Amit introduced to the manager. It has some confusion. It lacks clarity. Either it had been mentioned that Amit introduced his brother. Amit introduced his brother. Basically, this is verb, subject, and the object. But because there is no object, we need something to put here, and accordingly, we will say Amit introduced himself. I hope it is clear. What was or who was introduced is not clear. That is why a reflexive pronoun must be used with the following verbs when an object is not given after them, because in that case there is a sense of confusion. You should avail yourself of every chance. It is correct. Okay. If I remove if I remove yourself, then it will become wrong. Right? Then it is wrong. You should avail yourself, then it is incorrect. They enjoyed. What did they enjoy? It is given here. They enjoyed the picture, then it is correct. Right? But if I say, I enjoyed yesterday. I enjoyed yesterday. If I say this, then there is a problem. I enjoyed, but what? I enjoyed the party, I enjoyed the wine, I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the event. What? I enjoyed myself. Am I clear? And that is why you have to use one reflexive pronoun in these cases. If this is clear, write down P13 clear. Okay. So I told you that words that ends with self or selves can perform two functions. One is reflexive pronoun when the subject and the object is the same one, and the other, it is called emphatic pronouns. What do we say? Emphatic pronouns. So first of all, the meaning of the word emphatic, it comes from emphasize. What is meant by emphasize? To put pressure, to pressurize things. So please answer. If I say I cleaned the room, one thing, and if I say I myself cleaned the room, which statement has emphasis? It is clearly mentioned that this has that emphasis, right? So you saw that these words are performing as emphatic pronouns when you have to put pressure on subject or the object, when you have to emphasize the subject or the object. That's it. If it is clear, write down P14 clear. Just read and tell me P14 clear. Clear? Very good. Let's proceed further. Is this a statement correct or incorrect? Parent is correct. Okay. Here the problem is it should not be there, it should be his. There was incorrect, his is correct. You must be having this again a shock, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Just answer me one thing. If I say everyone, can you tell me who is it? First thing, if you see every, it means singular. Every means singular, not plural. Every means singular, that's it. Okay. Now you must have this question, then if it is singular, this could be a girl or a boy, this could be a male or a female, then why only his is correct? Why not her? So first of all, tell me, with this word, can you tell me the gender of the person, whether it is a male or female? Can you tell me the gender of the person? If I say, if I use these words, if I say one body, right? Every, some, any, no. Everyone, everybody. Someone, somebody. Anyone, anybody. No one, nobody. Can you tell me the gender of the person? No, not at all. So one thing, they are singular. Everyone, everybody, someone, somebody, they all are singular, always. Now the thing is, if the gender is not known, if the gender is not known in that scenario, if the gender is unknown in that scenario, the preference is given to masculine gender. That's it. If you see a word and if its gender is not clear, the preference will be given to the masculine gender. That's it. Okay? That's the reason. And because with these words you do not know the gender, and that is why they are called indefinite pronouns. These words will not tell you the gender of the person. That's why they are called indefinite pronouns. So this is the fourth topic. Fourth topic is indefinite pronouns. See, first topic was personal pronoun. Then we talked about reflexive pronoun. Then we talked about emphatic pronouns. And now we are talking about indefinite pronouns. Indefinite, why? Because gender is not clear with these words. That's why. If it is clear, write down, read and tell me P16 clear. P16 clear. Okay. Before proceeding further, before discussing some more topics, let us solve some questions and you will come to know how problem occurs. And tell me one thing, don't you have this confusion, sir, how to identify whether himself is functioning as a reflexive pronoun or it is functioning as emphatic pronouns? That word himself, myself, yourselves, ये सब function कर रहे हैं reflexive का, or these words are functioning as emphatic pronoun. How you will identify? Do you have this confusion? Yes or no? Please answer. Please answer. Yes, so the confusion is cleared in this way. If it is used after the verb, then it is a reflexive pronoun. Why? Because the work will be transferred to the subject, right? But if it is used just after subject or object, then it is used as emphatic pronoun. For example, let's see this. They dressed themselves. They dressed themselves, reflexive. They themselves came here. That means nobody went there to get them here. We taught ourselves. She herself cooked the food. That is emphatic, that is reflexive. Just have a look, and if all are clear, write down P18 clear. P18 clear. Ashirwad is asking, sir, are you telling about formal English? I'm telling you what is considered correct in examination, right? This is the right English. What you say, what we speak in general is not correct. The problem is when I say something to someone, if that person understands the meaning, if that person understands what I'm trying to convey, then the rule of grammar is finished. There is no use of grammar. Anyways, just read and tell me if it is clear. P18 clear. Okay. So let us solve 5 questions that will give you clarity about this chapter. 5 only. Check whether they are correct or incorrect. Check. Everybody please write. Write down question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hid himself is not right, Amisha. That is incorrect. He hid there. If you say he hid himself there is wrong. So the right answer should be regular contributors to the school's literary magazine. That means we are talking some positivity, and if it is the case, then the sequence should be 2, 3 and 1. Am I clear? Then the sequence should be 2, 3 and 1. The right answer will be this. Next. Let's see the correct answer here. Both of you don't. So always remember, with both word, not is not used. Both words should not be used in negative context. So it should not be this one. It should not be this one. Neither of them submitted their assignment. Neither of submitted. No, this did not is not used. So C will be the right answer. Only C. Next. They and you may proceed to the seminar hall once the announcement is made. So they and you may proceed, right? It is talking something positivity, so it should be you and they, not they and you. You and they may proceeds is wrong. A is right. A is right. Next. Okay, now it's the same pattern. Question number 6. Every participant, again the same thing, you do not know what the gender is of the person. Gender is not known, so it should not be there. First thing, it should not be there because it is singular. Not there, should be his, should be his. Now every participant in the competition was in his most confident state of mind. So I hope you guys got clarity about what things are asked in examination. These are the questions that were asked in exam. And if you want more practice, first of all, tell me, how was your experience? How do you feel about the session? What was your learning? Then we will talk about something else. For today, that's enough. In tomorrow's session, we'll talk about 2 more chapters. We'll definitely discuss in detail. Okay.